This morning when I rose, yeah, I ain't had no doubt. This morning when I rose, yeah, I ain't had no doubt. I know the Lord will take care of me. I know the Lord will provide for me. I know the Lord will keep and guide me all the way. Hey. What's up, happy people? What's up, happy people? It's the boy, John Lee from 1983. And that black spiritual hymn comes from, I do believe, and don't quote me on this, the Mississippi Mass Choir. Why did I sing that song out of all songs to start my first pre-recorded uh, live broadcast in over a month? Well, that is a song that my family does daily. It's part of the daily devotion. Um, and it's a song that we sing to conclude our devotion. A little positive message or a positive song to conclude the daily devotion. I sung it with you because, um, as you guys know, um, I have been developing and finiting my broadcast rundown since I want to say January of this year. And I wanted to start off my broadcast with that song because I want to move forward singing that every single day because I want to take elements from all of the women, all of the praying women in my life who have been praying for me, who continuously try, and those who do not give up hope on myself and my family. Ladies, I appreciate you and I thank you for all that you do. And I think it's just a wonderful way to start my broadcast. Today is May 2nd, 2024. And I miss you. And I got a whole plethora of information to share with you. But as you guys know, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you Mama Nisi's verse of the day. So let's go ahead and get into it. And Mama Nisi texted me this morning, and she shared with me a verse, and this verse is coming from Colossians chapter 4, verse 2, and it says, "Devote yourself to prayer, being watchful and thankful." Amen. Once again, devote yourself to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Um, there's always a up and down, high and low. And even myself, this year, I took on the challenge of reading the Bible and doing the 90 days Our Daily Bread devotional challenge. And it has been a challenge for me to be consistent with this book. It's kind of funny because I learned, I want to say 585 days ago, how to be consistent with Duolingo. I learned 3 years ago how to be consistent with a workout. And before I forget, I want to do a special shout out. See that painting right there? This was a commission art piece I had commissioned for my wife's birthday. That was in April. Major reason why you guys did not see me for the first half. We did a 2-week journey together through the Gulf. And my wife, she's a Florida girl. She loves the water. I asked my associate, I said, "Hey, would you do me this honor of doing this portrait for my wife?" And this is the end result. It's an ambiguous portrait, and she superseded my expectations. My wife loved it, and I unintentionally have done a poor job in giving her a shout out. But Tiffany, Tiffany Cooper Art, that was going to come. So you getting your flowers today, girl. You getting those flowers. And excuse me because I'm looking into my monitor, and I'm also looking into my iPhone while I'm doing this recording, and I can kind of see my eyes slant off. In addition to Tiffany Cooper doing this wonderful job on this portrait right here, I also wanted to give a shout out to DJ Bugatti, the promotional piece. He was giving away this shirt on Toledo Day, which was April 19th. And I took advantage of the promotion and got some other cool Toledo merchandise. So I want to give a shout out to these Black entrepreneurs and want you guys to know um, they're good. DJ Bugatti, I got this all the way in Alabama and less than 10 days after my order. So shout out to you. And Tiffany, you delivered this right on my wife's birthday. Even though we were away out of town, girl, you over delivered. And I thank you. And I thank you. And I cannot stop thanking you. And trust me, we are going to frame this, put it on the wall. It's going to be properly displayed, but I couldn't move forward without giving you your flowers. So I want to thank you for that. And that kind of coincides with Mama Nisi's verse of the day. As I said, let me go ahead and run it back to you guys one more time. It says, devote yourself to prayer, being watchful and thankful. I pray consistently throughout the day. And in fact, this is a large part of my daily vlog or sporadic vlogging, live streaming. Is that I am forever grateful for everything that God has done for me. And I thank God for being consistent, just like I thank God for the ladies who have been in my life and continuously working on me. I appreciate you all. So I'm being watchful and thankful. Remember Colossians 4:2. With that being said, I literally tore up um, my podcast room today because I could not recall for the life of me where I put my Apple Pencil. Now, I did not need my Apple Pencil, but due to the being that I am, the human being that I am, I have a tendency to not like to misplace things. Raise your hand if you are part of that, because I don't want to feel like I'm by myself. But if I am by myself, I'm by myself. Okay, that's just how the cookie crumbles. So I literally tore up my podcast room, and guess what? I want to show you guys something. I found my Apple Pencil, and out of all the things I moved in the podcast room, I found it in a book bag, my travel book bag. So I got a book bag I specifically travel with for short trips. And I pack it up and I put stuff in there, and I constantly forget to take the things out. And being that this Apple Pencil charges on the actual device and you don't like plug it in, at least from my recollection, it doesn't have the end like the other one, the first one, where you plug it straight into USB-C. This one sits on top of it. So the case I got is a cool little case for it. It sits on the device, but it can fall off. And in the last 6 to 8 months, I probably lost this thing maybe 5, 6, 700 times. So I told myself I'm going to purposely make a place for this inside my home, as well as a lot of other things, so that I no longer have to worry about misplacing my items, including dun 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 dun. I found it. I told my mother-in-law yesterday we had went to a couple stores, and I said, "Dear mama-in-law, um, reading in the Bible and doing this our daily bread, I think I'm falling short on this challenge. I can't keep up with this daily bread. In fact, I got another daily bread. This is for March, April, May of 2024. I had considered utilizing because I could not keep up with the original daily bread. But lo and behold, as I was searching for said item, excuse me, my Apple Pencil, I found my daily devotion. And in just a second, I'm going to share with you guys what day I'm on, and I'm going to challenge myself from here on out because starting Monday, I start my new job. Thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. I will be home for the first 10 weeks, Monday through Friday. So that means I have nothing but opportunity to read this book for 5 days a week, and do my daily vlog. I said there's no reason for me not to be able to do this. And with that, it requires me listening or reading. But I want to let you guys know I actively subscribe to the notion that Audible is just um, as vital as actually reading the book. So in the daily, our daily breads, they give us a couple verses or a chapter per day, Old Testament, New Testament. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna get back into the thick of it. I'm going to read it. But while I was doing that, I'm sorry, I nicked the painting. I wanted to share with you guys something else. I found dun 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 some seeds. Now these seeds I got from the Dollar Tree when I was getting my niece a birthday card back in March, and I found them in that book bag too. So I had an Apple Pencil, I had seeds. I keep quite a few things, and I always forget to take it out. It's one of the reasons why my wife is always like adamant about reminding me of things, because I'm like, I'm a dude, and I'm like, I remember a lot of stuff, but it's the little things that count most that I habitually forget. But I have them. I started a journey. I haven't shared with anyone yet the video, but I cut some onions up yesterday and I planted them in my backyard. And right now, they said it take about 3-4 days to see if it sprout. I know early in the year I had started gardening, and I kid you not, I didn't do the job that I would have liked to have done. I was growing them indoors inside the house. I had a couple of lights because a few years ago, my oldest and I had decided that we were going to grow some grow some plants. We were going to do an indoor garden, and being a creative, we always have these creative endeavors that we pursue, and sometimes I fall short. But yesterday I planted them, and hopefully these things will come into fruition. So as I said, it's time to get into our uh our daily bread. And our daily bread, let's see exactly where I'm at with the daily bread. I'm gonna open this bad boy up. All right, all right. So oh, this is hilarious. So let me see. Nope, 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 nope. I'm a little further than that. Okay, okay. Can I finish this up? Am I there? Today would make 40 days of reading this throughout the calendar year. That is a blessing. So I'm going to commit myself to listening to the Audible version of this book. And I'm also going to commit myself to cleaning out my book bag daily. So let's go ahead and get into our daily bread. It's titled God of the Depths. When you go to the deep sea, every time you take a sample, you'll find a new species, excuse me, says marine biologist Ward Appleton. In one recent year, scientists identified 1,451 new types of undersea life. We simply don't know the half of what's down there. In Job 38 through 40, God reviewed his creation for Job's benefits to 3 poetic chapters. He highlighted the wonders of weather, the vastness of the cosmos, and the variety of creatures and their habitats. These are things we can observe. Then God spoke of the mysterious levitations for an entire chapter. Levitations is a graceful power and fearsome teeth. Flames stream from its mouth. Smoke pours from its nostrils. Nothing on earth is its equal. Okay, so God talks about a huge creation we haven't seen. Is that the point of Job 41? No. Job 41 broadens our understanding of God, surprising character. The psalmist expands on this when he wrote, there is the sea, vast and spacious, and levitation, Leviathan, which you form to frolic there. Psalms chapter 104, verse 25 through 26. After the terrifying description in Job, we learn that God created a playpen for this most fearsome of all creatures, Leviathan frolics. We have the presence to explore the ocean. We'll have eternity to explore the wonders of our magnificent, mysterious, playful God. Here's the question: what has inspired you recently in God's amazing creation? What has inspired you recently in God's amazing creation? In what way have you experienced his playful side? Man, thoughts to ponder upon. And so let me go ahead and answer the first part. What has inspired you recently in God's amazing creation? I want to say the ability in a heart to forgive and move forward. Um, that is something amazing that he has installed in us and has given us the ability to do so if we desire to do so. I think it's a wonderful gift, and I will expand upon that um, later on regarding that as I take a little bit more time to ponder upon that question. Now let's get to the next part. In what ways have you experienced his playful side? His patience. God is extremely patient. I think there's things that we know as human beings. If it wasn't for God's grace and mercy bestowed upon us, there is no way we would even be worthy or even be in contentions to see the kingdom after this life has ended. If God wasn't humoring us in our emotional dispositions, none of this would be possible. So I think that's something I find extremely humorous, and I think that is um, part of God's playful side. And it says, thank you for giving me your creation to enjoy and discover, dear God. So I think that's the words of affirmation. Thank you for giving me your creation to enjoy and discover, dear God. I want to assume humans, earth, things of that magnitude. I did not read this prior to recording, so you're catching it in the raw. Bible in the year. They would like for me to open up Leviticus and read chapter 6 and 7, then go to the New Testament and read Matthew's 25, 1 through 30. And they gave me this scripture today. Job's 41, 12, verse 34. There is a sea, vast and spacious, and Leviathan, which you formed to frolic there. Maybe that might not be because that says Psalms 104, 25, 26. I got a lot to unpack with this and reconfiguring my brain to do our daily breads and share with you. And I do plan on um just pray for me and work with me because better days are ahead. Straight up. Well, let me go ahead and mark this because this was May 2nd. So I picked it up almost 2 months later. 60 days I would have been done with this. Hallelujah. But God has found it for me to continue the journey. And today I'm optimistically hopeful that I can continue uh to move and forge ahead with this, read scriptures. So I got that there. I know exactly what I have to do. I have a doctor's appointment, so I definitely will make time to do that. And while you guys and have your attention, I want to thank you guys for your loyalty and watching my broadcasts, and thank you guys for watching my YouTube shorts. I really wanted to let people know social media is a tricky situation. And it very well is true that some platforms you pick up on, where other platforms you don't do nearly the same. I received the emails today, and YouTube really made my heart smile. And I'm a Facebook kind of guy. Facebook was like the thing when I was in college, so it's kind of hard for me to depart on there. And TikTok, I just kind of like, I don't have the energy, the mental fortitude. I got like all these skits, but one of the things I pride myself on doing is being a husband and a dad first. So even though I do enjoy this immensely, it does come second to my responsibilities. But with that being said, look out. I am developing way of staying in constant contact. I know I got like a link tree. Um, but I mean, you can look at the link tree. I'm gonna figure this out. But I have buttons. Yes, these are vintage 2021. These are from the J Kemp era icons. Well, me as a cartoon character icon. It looked good on if you got like a jean jacket with a whole lot of buttons. I got this. It's going to be available. I got to figure out a couple things, but hopefully by June of 2024, I had this where you guys can order it. And it's not going to be for cost. Not this. This is promotional material. Okay. Then in addition to that, everyone's always asking me about straight up. And I tell people all the time, straight up to me, the real simple description for straight up is it's derived from straight up, but straight up to me is to put emphasis on something. And for me, putting emphasis on the following things: food, fun, and culture. Then it has a picture of me and it says straight up. I'm gonna have these little armbands. They're going to be available too. In fact, you know what? It matches my gear. Boom. I'm putting it on today. I got it on today. You know what? Just because I love me, sometimes we got to love ourselves. You're right. I'm going to go ahead and button myself. As in the words of Little Boosie, wipe me down. I take a picture, put that on my Instagram, and try to smile for you guys. All right. There you go. Well, let me fix that one up. Oh my goodness. I try to call myself putting it on there, and oh, you gotta go up and down with it. I see. So you gotta go up, go down, and that's how I sit up right. So I have that. I also want to share with you guys while I still have you guys' attention. Started a new book. It's called The 15-Minute Philosopher. I've had this book for an awful long time, but I really never indulged into it. But I've been reading it and absolutely loving it. So I'm doing the Audible for the Bible. I will listen to the Bible. And that's going to be my that's going to be the way that I'm going to hopefully continue this journey, finish the journey of reading the Bible. I think it's something as a aspiring Christian who wants to be Christ-like, and wants to denounce the devil and not let my pride interfere with my salvation. Something that at some point in time we come across, and we're encouraged to try to do so. Um, with that said, I also wanted to introduce the new segment. It's called Agree to Disagree. In here, you pick a deck of cards, discuss, debate, debrief. Um, I don't know what card I'm going to get, but I want to just share some personal opinion. Maybe someone can resonate with it or not. And I'm not going to look, and this was not pre-planned with card. So I'm just going to grab a card. My wife and I tried to do this on our road trip, and it was effective, but I don't know. I fell asleep while driving. It was not good, but it was like that brief, like, and wake up. So, wow. Woody Allen, guilty or innocent? Can you separate artist from accusation? Should you still watch his movies? Interesting. So I think if I had to, let me see. Let me get the facts on Woody Allen. Okay. So let me pull this up right now. Uh let's see. Woody Allen facts. So let's see. He's 88 years old today. So they say Woody Allen biography, movies, and facts, April 9, 2024. This came out. Born November 30th, 1935, is an American motion picture director, screenwriter, actor, comedian, playwright, and author who is best known for his bittersweet comic films containing elements of parodies, slapstick, and the absurd, but who also made weighty dramas, often with dark themes and bleak landscapes reminiscent of the works of Swedish director, blah, blah, blah. Let me sit there and see what they saying. Youth. Let's get some facts about him. Well, I wish you would just give us it in bullet points. They're giving so CNN got something. Woody Allen fast facts. I like that. Thank you, CNN. Let's see what this is about. Personal date, they say now he's born December 1st, 1935. Birthplace Brooklyn, New York. Okay, marriages, he's been married 3 times. He has children, education to the New York University and City College in New York. He legally changed his name at 17 to Haywood Allen. Okay, let's see timeline. Let me just go put, because they asked that question for a reason. Woody Allen controversy. That might be best. Controversy. Let's see. Allen was accused of sexual assault by his adopted daughter, Dylan Farrell, in 1992. Two investigations subsequently cleared him, but Dylan reiterated the charge in 2014, supported by her brother, Ronan. Another son, Moses, defended Woody Allen in 2008. So with that being said, guilty or innocent, based upon the information I just read, um, I don't know. Uh, you were accused of doing something, and I don't have all the facts, so I can't really address that question. Can you separate the artist from accusation? Can you separate Diddy from his parties? Does that alter your perception of Diddy? For me, I make it very relatable. I found it hard for a long time to play R. Kelly. And then I had a period where I allowed myself an opportunity because R. Kelly had some hits to play him, but then subsequently was turned off because um, if you're capable of doing those things to underage children and getting into those acts and you're found guilty of it, it's kind of hard. I think Michael Jackson was a different one. He was accused, but he wasn't found guilty. um but it's hard. There's going to be situations for everyone in which you do sometimes. One of my favorite musics, I was just listening to 50 Cent, and he said allegedly Basquiat was a gay cokehead, and my podcast room is filled with Basquiat pillows, throws, pictures, Funko Pops, you name it. I love the way that he expressed himself. So, yeah, I could separate in that regard. So I think every situation you have to look at independently. Should you still watch his movies? Well, let me go ahead and look and see Woody Allen movies. That would probably give me uh everything I need to know, because one of the things I will say is that I love movies, but I don't frequently rewatch movies. Like back in the day, when we was just a DVD player, it was a little bit different than now, where there's just a plethora of movies coming out on all types of different platforms. Um, one of my favorite movies is with Larry David, Whatever Works. I absolutely love that movie. I would watch Whatever Works again. Um, Let me see. Has he came out with anything recent? This was 2009. I think Midnight in Paris. Did I watch that? That was with Owen Wilson. I might have to take a look at that one. I'm not sure if I watched that, but I'll tell you what, I would watch it. Anything recently, he came out with something, Coupa de Chance in 2023. Uh, Rifkin's Festival 2020. Irrational Man 2015 with Emma Watson, Emma Stone, excuse me. I'm not really saying I would or I wouldn't, just depend on if the trailer is captivating enough. So yeah, there's still a chance. And so that you know, I'm not saying that because like, oh, I give a white person the chance over a black person. I'm just saying, based upon words